¿Cómo estamos, gente? Bienvenidos una vez más a estos bellos y hermosos directos como ustedes. Mi nombre es Sharky, como siempre vamos a jugar hoy algo que me llame la atención en el momento. Ok. Primero que todo, ¿por qué ZZZ sin afán de ofender? Simple. Porque me estoy preparando para Billy. Vamos a ir a los avisos. Más para hacer más... Claro, estamos esperando esto. Esto es lo que estamos esperando. Al Billy aquí. Así que voy a ponerme a recolectar lo que tenga que recolectar básicamente. Esa es la misión de ahora. Déjame verificar algo. 2 minutos. No sé qué me va a salir. Aquí nada. Sí se puede regresar. Es más, ni siquiera quiero tirar a Promeya, que no he visto la historia. The Goat. Que si la tenemos. Porque estoy ahorrando todo lo que puedo ahorita para conseguir a Billy. Valga la redundancia. No sé si vaya a venir con algún bambú que corresponda. Pero bueno, eso ya será para otro momento. Novedades. Sí, estaba con pereza básicamente y me puse a hacer... Espérate, déjame revisar. Me puse a hacer... Me he metido en una pelea de enamorado. No sé si esto tenga... ¿Dónde es el juego? Ay, no. No es así. Yo no reviso esta mierda desde hace rato, así que... No el juego. El juego sí he estado entrando. Si se dan cuenta, tengo currency. Tengo currency, así que por ese lado normal. Más me refiero es a las... Más me refiero a otro punto, a otro aspecto del mismo. En fin. Ahorita a lo que vamos a hacer la historia. Vamos a avanzar con la historia. Si queda tiempo, vamos a hacer misiones secundarias. Pues estás aquí, próximo Zao y Romía. Perdón, aquí, aunque no tengamos ningún asunto pendiente, no hay nada de malo en venir a saludar a una socia de confianza, ¿no? Ya hemos terminado con las formalidades. Vayamos al grano. Lo mismo de siempre. Ya te has acostumbrado un poco a cómo funciona esto, ¿no? Bueno, verás, la jefa le ha asignado un encargo especial a Promeya y va a necesitar tu ayuda. Para ser más precisa, va a necesitar una compañera que haya ganado la confianza de Krampus y sea experta en combates virtuales. La única persona que cumple esos requisitos eres tú, Belle. Son requisitos muy en específico. Eso es lo que te hace sobresalir. En cuanto a los detalles del encargo, Promeya, ¿prefieres explicarlo tú o lo hago yo? No tengo nada que decir. Una respuesta muy propia de ti. Bueno, Roxy, busquemos otro lugar para hablar con más detalle. Aún con dudas, sigues a Sao y a Promeya hasta la entrada del centro de reclutamiento de la asociación. ¡La asociación! ¿Sabes que yo no he visto el modelo de esta manera? Mantiene una capa, aunque nunca te digo por qué se tiene las manos atrás. Capaz de la historia lo explica. Antes de explicarte el motivo, me gustaría preguntarte algo. ¿Qué te ha parecido la experiencia de colaborar con Promeya, Bell? Es que ver esa pregunta sin sentido. Me alegro de que pienses así, pero vayamos al grano. Ahora que todo ha vuelto a la normalidad, la jefa le ha asignado a Promeya un encargo de entrenamiento especial. Aprovechando el dispositivo de realidad virtual del centro de reclutamiento de la asociación, debe poner a prueba sus límites en combate. A diferencia del entrenamiento habitual, este encargo utiliza un programa de prueba especialmente diseñado para Krampus, cuya intensidad supera con creces la de las simulaciones normales. Además, al tratarse de un entrenamiento en condiciones extremas, se han desactivado todos los ajustes de seguridad para simular un entorno de combate real. Lo que veo, esto no tiene nada que ver. Yo por parte de la prueba. No te precipites. Promeya suele tener comportamientos algo frenéticos durante el combate. Cuando los ánimos se caldean, siempre nos hace falta alguien que garantice cierta seguridad. Y me refiero a la seguridad del equipo. Por lo que sé, ha habido bastantes ocasiones en las que estos equipos han fallado por no haber podido soportar el estilo de combate de los sujetos de prueba. ¿No es así? En cuanto al programa de prueba de Krampus, ningún empleado no autorizado puede tener acceso a él, por lo que solo he tratado este asunto con la responsable del centro. Con estas explicaciones han sido suficientes, ¿no? Podemos ponernos a ello. Sí, solo se trata de eso. No tengan tanta prisa, la jefa me ha encargado algo más que tal vez requiere tu ayuda, Bell. ¿Eh? La jefa espera que puedas luchar con compañeros simulados y controlados por Bell para completar esta prueba en equipo. Es una pérdida de tiempo. Es un encargo como este, no hace falta que participe nadie más. Tarde o temprano habrá situaciones que no podrás manejar sola. Además, es un requisito de la jefa. Tienes que aprender a adaptarte a tus compañeros de equipo. ¿No, Promea? Encima, Bell es una eminencia del combate en realidad virtual. Si nos centramos en los resultados de la prueba, luchar a solo es la opción más beneficiosa. Entendido. Pero que sea solo por esta vez. Solo digo la verdad. Ah, por cierto, además de la recompensa habitual de Krampus, por ayudar en la prueba, su programa también estará a tu disposición. Estoy al tanto de tus buenos resultados en otros programas de simulación. La experiencia de combate no debería decepcionarte. Bueno, mi trabajo aquí ha terminado. Cuando necesitas iniciar el equipo de prueba, ve directamente a la recepción y busca a la señorita Laila. Tengo otros asuntos que atender, así que no las molestaré más. Espero que disfruten de su cooperación. Sao se despide de forma rápida y decidida, se aleja dando saltos. Ve a iniciar el dispositivo. No es conveniente que yo me deje ver. Ella ha reservado el equipo a tu nombre. Ok. Igual, vamos a lo que nos compete. Vamos a la trama principal.
By the way, Belle, you remember Senior Shungguang? Did you ever tell her about those visions we saw of Senior Ye?
yet. I only managed to say hi before she rushed off in a hurry. She made me promise not to tell Shifu that she was there. Probably some kind of secret mission, huh? Besides, what we saw were just visions of Senior Ye with Sarah. Since we only have fragments, telling her without knowing the full story might mislead her.
Makes sense. By the way, Fairy, remember the spot we tagged for periodic ether fluctuations? What's the status there now?
The spatial fissure has stabilized to a traversable state. Connected area, old mining site. Recommendation: proceed with investigation within the current stability window.
Sarah se fueron en esa dirección.
Sarah used Ikari's ability to determine the direction she and Senior Ye both went. Looks like we need to check out that old mining site soon. If we find any more info, we can always update Senior Shunguang then.
Sounds good. Shifu might have made some arrangements behind the scenes. I hope Senior Ye's doing alright.
Sin embargo, la noche que murió.
Does the creator actually exist?
Isn't what you see right in front of you the best proof? The creator knows your nightmares, knows your fears. They even know that side of you that you've been so carefully hiding. Why keep running from who you really are?
Huh?
The creator has never been stingy with rewards for mortals who help fulfill their grand purpose. Your dearest wish will be fulfilled by them alone.
What?
My wish.
Yes, buried deep within your nightmares. The thing you fear most. The very thing you stop, no matter what it costs. The one with the most terrifying consequences. Your wish is to stop this scene from ever becoming reality, and the authority granted to me by the Creator can momentarily reduce those fears of yours to nothing.
Perdón.
I've merely tempered the onslaught of those nightmares. If you want to sever the connection between your sister and that sword, then the Creator is the only hope for you.
Xiaoguang.
Pero, llegas justo a tiempo. Hoy los demás discípulos se han ido con Rocalión a ayudar a los vecinos, así que ahora nosotros somos los únicos en el templo de Suibian. Justo iba a pedirte que me ayudaras a recoger la habitación de invitados. Así la próxima vez que venga la hermana Xingyuan, le podemos preguntar si quiere quedarse. En este momento se escuchan unas estrendosas risas procedentes del patio exterior, ¿no? ¿Ya han vuelto todos? ¡Qué rapidez! ¿Qué tal si vamos a echar un vistazo? Vaya, ni siquiera mi pareja sabe lo de mis ahorros secretos como lo han descubierto. A pesar de los contratiempos, podemos virar la suerte a nuestro favor. Eso debe significar que aprobaré el examen por los pelos.
All things in this mortal world are bound by fate. Patience, patience. Let me peer into the secrets of heaven.
Oh, please, help me out, young Shifu. My rooster with the pretty tails. Been gone for 3 days already. Could you define whether a yellow weasel spirit might have taken him?
Senior Shungwang arrive. That tone, it kind of reminds me of Ishu and Shifu. Is she divining for people?
Don't worry, man. Your rooster's perfectly fine. Judging from the hexagram, he's simply chasing after his destiny and freedom out in the vast world beyond.
Oh, is that so? But he is already quite old.
Huh?
Oh, now don't you worry. The young Shifu here knows her stuff. Don't let that young face fool you. She's got real skills. Why, just the other day, a delivery truck from Good Goods came rattling down the road, and the back door flew clean open. Whole load of cargo is about to spill out and hit someone. Then this little Shifu strolls by, gives a wave, and whoosh, everything pops right back in. Back then, nobody even knew she was Sweebian Temple's acting temple master. Folks were just saying her moves had the same flair as Ishwin Shifu's.
Miss, my kite string broke and it flew so far away. It's gone. Will it ever come back on its own?
Senior? What are you doing? Yes, acting temple master.
That was close. Almost blew our cover there. Thanks for playing along. Looks like Bow Lion's intel still needs some work.
Acting temple master? And that Bang Boo backing you up. That's not Bee Lion, is it? It looks more like Bow Lion. The one who secretly snuck down from Yunquay Summit to train at Phylum Heights, right?
The other day, I was hanging around Waifei Peninsula when I ran into little Bow Lion. Turns out it snuck down the mountain too. We both nearly jumped out of our skins, thinking the other had been sent to drag us back to Yunquay Summit.
We met so briefly last time that we didn't really get a chance to chat. Why did you sneak down the mountain, Senior?
Well, for certain reasons, I'm not exactly allowed to leave Yunquay Summit as I please. Shifu had me in seclusion training for ages. It was so boring I could scream. Just after I came out of seclusion, I heard Shifu had to head into the city for something important. My brother and Senior Fufu probably went with her too, right? Talk about perfect timing.
Senior Shungguang's brother? That must be Senior Ye. Sounds like she still doesn't know what happened. Telling her now would only ruin her mood. I'll find a better time later.
These days, little Bow Lion and I have been traveling around Waifei, doing our part to fight evil and help those in need. Oh, and we've heard tons of stories about Shifu and your past adventures. Stuff like foiling the Exaltus conspiracy, resolving crises in the Hollows. Just hearing it all got my blood pumping. But then, my grand adventure hit a teeny tiny problem. I kind of ran out of adventure funds. I left in such a rush, I didn't bring enough with me. Just when Bow Lion and I were about to give up, a figure suddenly zipped into sight like whoosh! That was you, Junior Belle. You're my lifesaver. and the only person I can depend on in Wi-Fi now. Please, please, you're the only one I'm close with here. You'll take us in, right? Pretty please.
Take you in? You're making it sound too formal, Senior. Swabian Temple's a Yunquay Summit chapter. Naturally, it's your home too. If you move in, things will only get livelier. Of course, we'd love to have you here. My brother Wise and I both live here, and there are other disciples around too. If you ever need anything, we can always help out.
Perfect. But now that you mention it, I do have one teeny tiny little favor to ask.
Feel free to ask me anything. What can I do for you, Senior?
First, call me Senior a few more times. I'm enjoying it.
Huh?
You don't want to?
Sure, no problem. Senior Shunguang?
Yay! Well, I never get tired of hearing Senior, but given the situation, just call me Xiao Guang for now. My brother and Shifu call me that. And can I just call you by your name? Oh, and about who I am, could you keep it a secret from the others for now? It took a lot for me to sneak down here. If word gets out, Shifu will know in no time and have me dragged right back up the mountain.
A ver.
Isha and Shifu's usually so carefree. I didn't expect her to be so protective. I promise. If anyone asks, I'll just say, you're my friend who admires Yunquay Summit's way of training. They haven't seen you before, so it'll be fine.
Awesome! You're the best, Junior Belle! It's settled then. Don't worry. While Shifu's away, if anything happens during our adventures, your Senior will protect you with everything she's got. This is my first time being a Senior. It feels so fun and satisfying.
Young Masters, my name is Old Tao. I'm a miner who lives not too far from here. Something's happened over at the old mining site. I ran into some Swabian Temple disciples on my way here, and they told me to find one of Yishu and Shifu's new disciples.
The old mining site. What's going on down there?
Some of our workers, and one of Banyu and Shifu's apprentices. And now they're all trapped there by the miasma.
Han quedado atrapados en el miasma.
What are miners doing there? Isn't Portha Lumex under a work stoppage order? As far as I know, the acting manager is definitely supposed to be enforcing that.
Well, it's not technically a production zone. The place had been mined out and abandoned. They started shutting it down years ago. That shutdown was interrupted by the miasma disaster a decade back. Hardly any miners or their families made it out alive. They left their equipment behind, and the mine faded from public memory. But lately, people have been saying the miasma's thinned out, almost like an ebbing tide, which got some clueless, promotion-hungry manager thinking it would be a great idea to send a team in and see if they couldn't start things up again. A few miners who had survived the disaster wanted to go back and pick up some keepsakes, so they volunteered to join the team. And now look at the mess we're in. That apprentice was supposed to be their muscle, but he hasn't made it back either. Porcelumix already managed to rescue a few, but no one knows how long it'll take for the rest to get out. I couldn't get in touch with Banyu Shifu, and the helpers Porcelumix sent didn't exactly put my mind at ease. So I came to ask for help from the masters at Swabian Temple.
Don't worry. Please, lead the way. I'll go with you right now.
The old mining site? That's exactly where Sarah and Senior Ye went. Perfect. I can investigate, get some solid leads, then tell Xiaoguang about it. And me too, Senior... Xiaoguang, I'm coming with you. Sir, we've got a few things to discuss and prepare first. Could you share the location with us? We'll head over right after.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I need to hurry back to help now. I'll be counting on you both.
Belle, you look like you wanted to say something earlier? Saving a few people trapped in the hollow is a piece of cake for me. Trust me, I can handle it alone. You stay here and keep Swaby and Temple safe. I'll be quick, in and out, promise.
I couldn't say it back there, but you've been in seclusion all this time, so I guess Shifu and the others haven't had a chance to tell you. The truth is, before we came to Wi-Fi Peninsula, we didn't just run a video store. My brother and I have another job. We also take on commissions as proxies.
Proxies! So that's your specialty. No wonder Shifu, who rarely takes on disciples, made an exception for you two. That means... well, we could actually...
Yup, we could head into the hollow to save those people. You looked really worried just now. We just gotta let my brother know about the situation first.
Yeah. Helping those in danger is part of what it means to be a disciple of Yunkwei Summit. Besides, my brother and I actually go way back with Banyue Shifu. It's been years since we last spoke, but he really looked after us before. If his apprentice is in trouble, I can't just stand by and do nothing.
So you know Banyue Shifu too? He's helped us out a lot before. Let me try to contact him now.
Dios del verbo, sí que hablan. Ah, a mí se olvidaba eso.
Master, Banya is currently inside Lemnian Hollow and cannot be reached at this time.
Fairy says Banyue Shifu is in the hollow. Maybe he already knows about the trapped miners and his apprentice.
Sorry, may I ask who Fairy is?
I am Fairy, a Type 3 general-purpose AI equipped with total sequential integration. I am also Master's supreme assistant, the most versatile companion for holo navigation, data processing, and life management. Last but not least, when Master makes questionable decisions, I offer a modest spark of wisdom to keep things on track. Hello, Miss Ye Shengguang. I have forwarded your lifestyle preference analysis report to Second Assistant, that is, the Master's rather clumsy brother, as an important reference for arranging your guest room.
Hey.
Miss Xiaoguang, if you're curious about Master's little secrets, such as how many snacks they've been secretly hoarding, whether they talk in their sleep, or which hand they squeeze first when they get nervous, I can also provide you with the report of equal depth. After reading it, you'll understand Master about 89.75% as well as I do.
Fairy, maybe we should talk about that later.
Thank you, Fairy, but I think I'll try getting to know Belle on my own. It's more fun to discover things little by little. I'll leave the hollow rescue and the guest room arrangements in your capable hands.
Understood, Miss Xiaoguang. I respect your spirit of discovery, and I look forward to building a peaceful life at Suibian Temple with you.
I guess Fairy can be considerate once in a blue moon. Alright, back to the matter at hand. Belle, you and Xiaoguang should head back first and get ready to go into the hollow. I'll set up the HDD to support you.
Alright, the first team up between Phaethon and Xiaoguang begins now.
Phaethon? Wow, so you're the legendary proxy I heard about a few days ago. Sorry. Saving people comes first. We gotta focus on what's important.
Ada ya dispone de información preliminar sobre la situación. Por su Lumets ha rescatado a algunas personas, pero se desconoce el paradero de uno de sus gerentes, un trabajador de la mina y el discípulo del maestro Banyue. Bell, Xungyuan y Eus ya están listos. ¿Quieres entrar a la cavidad para rescatar a la gente? Y...
I've seen flowers like these before. And they don't seem to show any signs of miasma corruption either. That ties back to what old Zhao mentioned earlier. Miasma in Lundian Hollow seems to be receding like an ebbing tide. Maybe this is one of the signs that the miasma is getting weaker. Places once swallowed by it are starting to show traces of life again.
Is that so? I feel like I've seen these white flowers before. A long time ago. But where was it? Never mind. That doesn't matter now. Let's keep going.
The path's blocked. Let's use disintegration to clear the obstacle.
Help! Help me!
Someone's calling for help. Over there!
Help! Please!
Request received, dear. I'm up.
Dear, please leave a 5-star review for today and delete any prior complaints or negative comments. Otherwise...
You'll make sure I get back safe, right? You have to understand how important I am to this operation. If I can't submit the mine reactivation safety report,
Please kindly shut that little mouth of yours. I almost envy how blissfully clueless you are. After causing this mess, you don't even realize it. How does that saying go? Don't put your foot in your mouth.
causing a mess? What do you mean?
Reasoning with a reckless fool isn't in my job description. I'm only here to deal with a customer complaint you filed a few days ago. Who knew you'd run off somewhere this dangerous? Finding the quickest and most efficient fix for every complaint. That's the mission of our TOPS Cross-Department Customer Service Center. Just think of me as your preschooler self-service guide. Want me to switch to the kiddie navigation mode while I'm at it?
You?
Hey, Dylan, we meet again. What's TOPS Cross-Department Customer Service Center? Weren't you with Krampus?
Shh, times are tough. Gotta keep a few side gigs to stay afloat. Judging by that look, you didn't come here for sightseeing either, huh?
We heard people are trapped here. My friend and I came to help. If you're also here to rescue people, why not join us? It'll be safer that way.
Me? Oh, I'm just an unlucky call center operator who came chasing down a customer complaint. But hey, since we're all friends here, I'd be glad to help if you promise to leave me some good reviews so I can hit my quota today. Oops. There I go, running my mouth again. As soon as I say yes to something, trouble pops right up.
Ok, espérate. Durante el combate puso por toda la técnica de apoyo de combate porque Ye Jin Xuan se convierte en el personaje de campo de batalla. No, mira, a mí no me salió, no me quiso. Me digo sucio. Yanin. Si eres tienes que pelear varias veces en un periodo de corto tiempo, ejecuta 3 ataques consecutivos, pero tijera. Por lo que provoca una gran cantidad de aturdimiento. Dianin puede acumular reseñas positivas con el tiempo o al atacar a los enemigos con personas habilidades cuando cuenta con 90 reseñas positivas. Ok.
Judging by the way you fight, you're from Yunquay Summit, aren't you?
What? Genquay Summit? No, no way!
Esto no hay quien lo aguante. Ya que han venido a rescatarme, sáquenme de aquí primero. ¿Hay más gente atrapada ahí delante? Yo qué sé. Sáquenme a mí primero. Me duele muchísimo todo el cuerpo. Ay. Tengo que organizar los trabajos de evaluación para reanudar no sé qué. ¿Acaso no sabes cuántas personas hay? Ya he solicitado que vengan a sacarte aquí. Pero o te dejas de trucos o no te garantizo que las coordenadas que les hayas enviado sean correctas. Todavía hay un miembro y un chico joven. Han venido a rescatarnos, ¿no? Yo estoy bien, no estoy herido. Pero a ese chico hay que salvarle cuanto antes. Está justo ahí. Solo tienen que mirar hacia abajo. Una aprendiz muy amable de la escuela de artes marciales, el maestro Ban Yue, entró con nosotros e hizo todo lo que pudo para protegernos. Quería echarme una mano, pero acabó atrapado en el fondo de este acantilado. El miasma que hay ahí abajo es muy intenso, así que no me he atrevido a bajar. Lo único que he podido hacer es quedarme aquí en brazos cruzados. Gracias. Lo dejo en sus manos.
Sacrifices? The exaltists were wiped out. Why are these things still here?
The Exaltists? I thought the Defense Force wiped them all out. Didn't expect to see stragglers here. Leaving loose ends like that isn't a good habit. Seems like this place has got more uninvited guests than I thought. You there! Speak up! What are you doing here?
Bunch of snot-nosed brats.
You?
Talk now, or we'll stop being nice.
Listen, friends, that's not how you interrogate someone. He's got the right to keep his mouth shut, you know? And that's fine. He can stay quiet. But if he can't show his worth, we can always hand him over to the Defense Force. Hey, you. I've heard that some folks in the Defense Force hate your kind with a passion. If you end up in their hands, by the time you're ready to talk, they might
Adoro
not
que
be
Dialin
in the
tiene
mood to
ojos de
listen.
anime.
Right now, you're basically an employee
Y
trying
de
to pay
ojos de
off your
anime
boss's
pasa a
debts after the
mami. Y
company's
dije,
already
oh
gone.
my.
No matter how you look at
Que
it,
alguien haga
you're the
algo.
one taking the loss.
All right, I'll tell you. Just don't tell them I said it.
Weren't you acting all ready to die a minute ago? Giving up already?
I've had enough of living every day in fear. It's all because Lady Sarah suddenly decided we have to go searching for some ancient array.
Of course it's Sarah. What kind of ancient array?
I'm not gonna lie, I've got no idea. We've been running around like headless chickens for days, no clue what we're even looking for. She just said to keep an eye out for anything that looked like it was hundreds of years old or didn't belong here. Honestly, I don't think she even knows what she's looking for herself.
Uy.
What rotten luck. I thought joining the Exaltists would turn my life around, but not long after I signed up, the Overseer died. And now I'm just running and hiding, living in fear. You know what? Just hand me over to the Defense Force already. I'm done.
No pierdas la esperanza.
Don't give up hope. You can still turn a new leaf and start over.
Start over? The only one starting over are the sacrifices Lady Sarah reverted back.
Wait, sacrifices? sacrifices reverted? What do you mean?
Oh, that's complicated. After Overseer Mevarok died, the Creator gave Lady Sarah some kind of power. I saw it with my own eyes. She turned several sacrifices back to normal. No trace of corruption at all. She called it, return to the origin.
In the visions, Senior Yes said Sarah freed him from his nightmares. She must have used the same power.
Stuff like that's way above my pay grade. But ever since Lady Sarah inherited the Creator's authority, she's gotten more and more mysterious. No one knows what she's up to. The only one still tagging along with her is that gloomy guy.
Who's she with?
Oh no. Could that be?
Master, your heart rate just spiked to 140 BPM. That's caught red-handed stress levels. Your brainwaves are showing intense activity in the panic topic change zone. If you try to change the subject now, your pitch will rise by 15% and your speech speed by 40%. Credibility predicted to drop below baseline.
Belle?
We should prioritize saving people. How about we just restrain him for now and question him after?
Yeah. What matters now is finding the trapped people. I'll hold them in place for the time being.
Well then, let's keep moving.
Dios mío, cómo hablan.
The path is blocked by rubble.
That's a massive piece of rubble. Let's take a look around.
Mientras toco la palanca, la vía activa se iluminará. Cuando actives la vía correcta, puedes interactuar con la vagoneta minería.
Looks like we need to pull the lever first to activate the right track.
Then we need to push the minecart to the rubble, right?
What?
The trapped person should be inside.
Better use disintegration again.
Thanks for saving me back there. I'm Ningtian. How should I address you all?
Rep 2493. Dylan here. No need to thank me. Though, if you really want to, feel free to hop on the TOPS website, navigate to the bottom right corner, and click Contact Us to send a nice little thank you email. Don't make the title too dramatic, though, or the system might flag it as spam. Something like Commendation. Perfect service from Cross Department Rep 2493 would be perfect. What do you think?
My friend here was just joking. She works at TOPS. Just call her Dylan. I'm Belle, disciple of Yunquei Summit, now training at Swabian Temple. This is my friend Xiaoguang. She's a mystic too. And this is my assistant Eos. We heard people were trapped in the miasma here, so we came to help.
I see. It's rather embarrassing to admit, but some miners had asked Shifu for help, saying they needed protection while recovering valuables in this area. Shifu happened to be away at the time, So when I heard the miasma in Lemnian Hollow was receding, I thought maybe I could handle this myself. After all, I trained under him for some time now. But I underestimated how dangerous it was. I got separated from the miners and ended up trapped here myself.
The Shifu you mentioned. Was it Banyue Shifu?
Yes. Do you know him?
We do! Not long ago, he helped me and my companions get through some big trouble. Helping his disciple now is the least I can do.
I see. What a coincidence. It's not safe here. We should go. The hollow's unpredictable. Please, be careful. I'm not very skilled.
Ooh, the
I'll do my
wabbit.
best not to slow you down.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Another pair of hands is always going to be helpful.
More of these annoying creatures! Time playing hooky is valuable too! It never ends! I'll handle gloves! I'm right here! After hearing countless voices of the dead, why not listen to your inner voice?
Oh!
We're saved. It's Banyue Shifu.
Banyue Shifu always shows up right on time.
Fret not, I am here. Back off. There are more evil creatures lurking over there.
Ay.
Just as I thought. There's more of them.
No issue. He's not much of a threat. Keep yourselves safe. Is everyone okay?
Shifu.
Thanks for stepping in, Banyue Shifu. We feel much safer with you here.
Thank you for helping out.
Miss Dylan, your aura seemed shaky when I arrived. Is there something on your mind?
Nothing.
Sorry, Shifu. I acted rashly. I thought I could save people, but I only ended up putting everyone at risk.
Don't do it again. Tomorrow morning you owe me 300 strikes on the practice dummy.
Yes, Shifu.
I've told you before, your fists must be able to defend yourself before they can save others. Compassion only counts if it's as solid as your punch. Rendering assistance beyond your strength is a second disaster. You reached for the drowning and became the stone pulling them down.
Yes, Shifu. I'll remember this and accept my due punishment when we return.
Banyue Shifu is usually so humble and easygoing. Who would have thought he'd be such a strict teacher? Very different from Yishuan Shifu.
Shifu, do you still remember me?
Yes, Xiaoguang. I saw you when I arrived. But when facing an enemy, all distractions must be put aside.
Right. Facing an enemy is like holding water in your hands. One crack and it all spills. That's why, no matter how strong or weak your opponent is, you must give full focus. That's something my brother and I learned from you when we were little.
It has been some time since I've seen you last. You've grown taller, and your heart is as bright as ever.
Wait, Xiaoguang, were you Banyu Shifu's disciple?
Oh, I don't consider myself worthy of being called a true master. I only showed Xiaoguang and her brother a few basic moves before they went to train with Yishuan Shifu. Now I just run a martial arts school, teaching people how to fend for themselves. That's all.
You're far more than that.
You're a disciple of Yishuan Shifu from Yunquai Summit. I've heard your sect is full of
Deme un
gifted
segundo,
mystics.
vengo.
It's an honor to meet you.
Oh, Yunquai Summit. When we were fighting earlier, I couldn't help noticing your sword case. It looks very interesting. Ye Shunguang of Yunquai Summit. Inside that case must be the Qingming sword, right?
The Qingming sword? Xiaoguang, you... Then that means...
Why are you looking at me like that?
Yishuan Shifu told me about the side effects of the Qingming sword. You just did all that fighting. Are you feeling alright? This is all my fault. I shouldn't have let you come with me on this rescue mission without knowing the full story first.
Hey, relax. See? I'm fine. Shifu must have told you all the scary rumors about this sword, but probably didn't mention the sword case, huh? Don't worry. This case is something Shifu crafted after years of research. It keeps me safe from the sword's price. I can channel the case to defend myself. As long as I don't break the seal and draw the blade itself, there's nothing to worry about.
Really?
It's true. If you don't believe me, you can ask Banyu Shifu.
Yes, that is what Yishuan Shifu has explained.
Perdón.
Oh, you scared me. I thought my recklessness had put you in danger.
Even so, Xiaoguang, you should always be cautious.
Yes, I will. Please relax. Shifu had me train in seclusion over and over to reinforce the effects of the case. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here in one piece right now. Speaking of which, I have a small favor to ask. Please keep my presence in Wi-Fi Peninsula a secret.
Did you sneak down here?
Yes? But this isn't the place to talk. Let's leave this place first, and then I'll explain everything to you. Oh, my. Sorry to interrupt. I stepped out for a moment only to witness a touching reunion, but my supervisor's probably about to show up. I've got some things to take care of, so I'll head out and let you enjoy your reunion.
Thank you so much for today, Dylan.
Getting you all into my debt's gotta be a pretty solid performance boost, huh? Don't forget to leave me a good review, everyone!
Shifu, we've rescued everyone who was trapped. So, shall we?
Yes, let's head out.
Hello, Mia. It's HCDP.
No,
I'm from
please,
Panama.
I'm begging you, have mercy.
To be fair, I'll talk Spanish, but I can talk English too.
Why?
So, thanks for coming in.
You think he was truly devout enough? You knew it all along. You knew that he...
Is it my shift again? Next up, wait. How does it feel to play the role of a warm-hearted person?
I'm not warm-hearted. Just trying to get some good reviews to boost my performance. And helping out my new friends along the way.
You're really getting into it. As your colleague, I would like to remind you not to forget about the task.
The task? Do you mean from Tops or the boss?
You're a cunning one. As Krampus's judge, whose orders do you truly follow? Whose will do you carry out? Can there be any other answer?
I'm just joking. You're always so strict, Senior Zhao. I'll retrieve that thing myself. So, did my kind-hearted senior come all this way to lend me a hand?
Lend you a hand? Even as colleagues, there has to be some sort of exchange. Since the boss allows my code of conduct, I won't act without the chance of receiving something in return.
Just as I expected. Don't worry. I don't intend to owe you a favor so lightly. After all, you are a meat-eating rabbit, Senior Zhao.
Good, you understand. If you mess up your mission, cleaning it up will cost extra. You'd better start soon to avoid complications.
I have no intention of giving up my own target, but I'll have to wait a little longer.
Wait for what? Don't forget, when I checked its operation logs, I confirmed. It's the Purge Unit Type 0. Or in other words, the killing machine designed to suppress miasma. Haven't you also visited the place where Tops deployed it all those years ago and confirmed the truth, as you call it?
Oh!
worry. I'm not questioning the accuracy of your information, Senior Zhao. It's just that there's yet another thing to chase down.
What is it?
Earlier in the hollow, did you hear any strange sounds?
Hearing the dying voices of people inside the hollow. Your ability certainly expands Krampus's intel network. The boss will use anyone as long as it benefits Krampus, and I've got no objections to that. But tell me, are you showing off your ability in front of me right now?
Ow. Kinda hurts that my favorite senior is being so defensive with me. I'm not talking about the voices of the dead. It's my own voice.
Huh? Your own voice?
Mm-hmm. That's why I find it so interesting. Hearing strange sounds in the hollow isn't anything unusual for me. But hearing my own voice, that's a first. Could it be that I actually died a long time ago and forgot about it? And what stands before...
You should cut back on these lame jokes while you're on duty. I'll look into what you mentioned. Just remember, stay focused on the main mission.
No problem. By the way, that poor Salumex idiot I saved, what are you planning to do with him?
Saving him did make your entrance more believable, but anyone who takes credit for acting on their own is always unpredictable, and I don't like that kind of unpredictability.
I finally managed to finish training in seclusion, only to find out that Shifu, my brother, Senior Fufu, and Senior Inhu were all away from the temple. I was so bored. Since I haven't been back here for so many years, I wanted to come and see it for myself. I thought, if it were you, you'd understand.
Fine. For now, Ishwan Shifu won't hear anything from me.
Really?
But you have to promise me that you won't put yourself in danger or use the Qingming sword. During the investigation, wherever you go, I'll go with you.
Banya Shifu, you are the best! I promise!
By the way, what should we do with the Exaltist we captured? Should we hand him over to the defense force, or...
We can question him a bit more first. But before that, Xiaoguang, there's something I need to tell you.
I have something I want to ask you, too. Since you spoke first, you go ahead.
Actually, Senior Ye didn't leave with Ishwan, Shifu, and the others.
I was gonna ask whether you've been keeping something important from me. You look so nervous just now. I didn't expect it to be about my brother. Sure, I can be a little reckless and all, but my brother's always been discreet and level-headed. If he made a choice like that, there must be more to it than it seems. Since you were already looking into his whereabouts, let's go together and get to the bottom of this.
Shu Yuan has always been careful in what he does, but in case something has gone wrong this time, I'll help you with the investigation.
So, you're not angry?
At first, I was a bit angry when I sensed you were hiding something from me. But I'm also relieved you didn't continue to keep it from me.
I'm sorry, Xiaoguang. My brother and I were hesitant at first, but based on the information we have now, you deserve to know.
I understand. You were just worried I might act recklessly. But don't worry, I promise from now on, no more going behind your back. Please promise me you won't hide anything from me anymore, okay?
All right, I promise. Pinky swear.
Pinky swear! person you just mentioned, the one always with Sarah, was it Shu Yun from Yunquei Summit?
Yes, that's him. Just some outsider who defected halfway through, yet Lady Sarah trusts him more than any of us.
Defected? Why did he defect? Do you know?
To meet the creator, of course.
Then, what do you need the ancient array for? Aside from searching for the array, are there any other plans?
Lady Sarah got her hands on some old beat-up book. Ever since she brought it back from some market in Phylum Heights, she's been obsessed. She ordered us to search for the array, said it's key to our audience with the creator. As for anything else, I've got no clue. I'm not that high up the chain. I've been busting my back all this time, never complained, never quit, and still, I'm worse off than some guy who used to be our enemy.
Why would my brother get involved with the Exaltists and take part in such a dangerous mission?
Perhaps he's already secretly contacted Yishuan Shifu and plans to wipe out the remaining Exaltists in one strike.
If that's the case, why would Shifu possibly keep that from me and my seniors?
Or perhaps there's a reason he didn't tell Yishuan Shifu?
Es increíble que no tenga que hacer nada ahorita mismo. No le cogen por eso.
In the vision I saw, Senior Ye said he wanted to save someone, and that it was connected to his nightmares. He also said before that he hasn't slept well since returning to Waifei Peninsula. Xiaoguang, do you know anything about this?
Nightmares. Has my brother been having nightmares again? Sorry,
Xiaoguang seems to have recalled something unpleasant. Better ask her about it later. I was just curious. This info doesn't sound too reliable anyway. Let's focus on something more concrete. Since Sarah was last seen at the porcelain market, let's start from there.
I can come along tomorrow and help you all ask around. Consider it my way of thanking you. I want to be the one to hand these Exaltus remnants over to the defense force.
That's fine by me.
Okay. Thank you, Ningqian.
Vete lejos, muy lejos, y empiezo una nueva vida. ¿Me vas a dejar ir? ¿Quién eres tú? ¿Acaso eres uno de los hombres de la señorita Sara? ¿Te envía a ella para ayudarme? ¿En serio has sido tan ingenuo como para dejarte manipular por ella? ¿De verdad creías que le importaba si vivías o morías? ¿Manipular? ¿Qué quieres decir? Esa mujer está demasiado obsesionada con el creador. No es digna de confianza. Aunque parezca astuta, quizás no sea más que otra pieza en el tablero con la que jugar. Aunque tampoco creo que esa otra persona vaya a tener éxito. Parece que también vive por y para los demás. No merece compasión alguna. Cuanto más te escucho, más confundido me siento. ¿Pieza? ¿Esa persona? Una persona que de verdad cree que soy digno de confianza. Bah, ¿para qué te cuento todo esto? Vete, olvida todo lo de la asamblea de la exacerbación y lo que ha pasado hoy. No tienes que agradecérmelo. Simplemente yo no tengo elección. Así que he intentado darte a ti una. Oye. Así que el maestro Ban Yu y Xun Yuan son viejos conocidos. Las habilidades de Xun Yuan ya de por sí son extraordinarias. Y ahora que se nos ha unido el maestro Ban Yu, no tenemos que preocuparnos por nuestra seguridad. Nos será más fácil actuar. Bell, comprendo tu preocupación. Después de todo, la hermana mayor de la maestra Yichuan y el resto de portadores de la espada perdieron sus recuerdos, sus sentimientos e incluso su vida como precio por usarla. Es una carga demasiado pesada. Pero el hecho de que la maestra Yichuan creara un sello para la funda seguro que se deba a que descubrió algo sobre los efectos secundarios de la espada. Debemos confiar en la maestra. A partir de ahora, vamos a tener que actuar con mucho cuidado. Debemos evitar a toda costa situaciones de peligro en las que Xun Yuan se vea obligada a desenfundar la espada. Sí, seguro que averiguamos algo. Por cierto, la habitación de la hermana Yuan ya está lista. He consultado el análisis de preferencias vitales elaborado por Ada, por Fairy y los otros veteranos del templo, Rocaleón y Piedra León. También me han echado una mano. Ve a echarle un ojo a la hermana Yuan. Cuando llegamos al templo Suibian, el hermano Yuan y los demás discípulos cuidaron muy bien de nosotros. Ahora es nuestro turno de hacer lo propio con ella. Entre todos hemos puesto granitos de arena para hacerte este lugar acogedor. Espero que te guste, Yuan. Muchísimas gracias a todos por dejarlo todo tan limpio y bonito en un solo día. Todo está perfecto, me encanta. Al igual que la hermana Belle, puedes llamarme hermana Yuan. Me han dicho que te interesa mucho el camino del ascetismo del pináculo Yunkui. Y ya que el destino nos ha unido, los hermanos del templo Suibian debemos darte una cálida bienvenida. Gracias, hermana Yuan. Estar con ustedes hace que me sienta mucho más tranquila. Es una sensación muy diferente a la de vivir aventuras sola. He oído que antes esto estaba más animado. Sería mejor si todos estuvieran aquí. Sí. Yuan, siéntete como en casa. Si hay algo que te incomode o quieres ir de compras o comer algo, puedes hablar conmigo o con la hermana Belle. Entonces este lugar también será mi pequeño hogar en los altos de Failumen. Deben de estar para el arrastre tras el día de hoy. Mejor váyanse a descansar temprano. Todos son tan amables conmigo. Lamentablemente no puedo revelar mi identidad por ahora. Cuando encuentre a mi hermano, me disculpará propiamente ante todos mis hermanos. Jamás dudaría de las intenciones de mi hermano. Solo me preocupa su seguridad. Por favor, ayúdame a investigar y aclarar todo este asunto. Te has esforzado mucho hoy. Deberías ir a descansar. Buenas noches. Hasta mañana. ¿Qué tal? ¿A Yuan le gusta su habitación? Parece que Ada también ha preparado algo de ropa para Yuan. Si se presenta la oportunidad de ir a Yuan, que se la pruebe a ver si le gusta. Sí, pero primero tenemos que averiguar el paradero del hermano Yuan. Sara fue al mercado de porcelumen y dado que está relacionado con un libro antiguo, quizás mañana podrías ir con Yuan a la tienda de antigüedades a preguntar. Me pregunto de qué libro antiguo se tratará. Bueno, da igual. Eso lo dejaremos para mañana. Ahora toca descansar.
So this is the side you've been hiding. I bet the people around you never had a clue. Should I call them adorably oblivious or applaud your flawless performance?
I never intended to hide this power from them. I just never found the right moment to tell them. Ever since I returned to Wi-Fi, the longer I was trapped in that nightmare, the clearer this form became. Convenient, though. I suppose it does make it easier to move unnoticed.
You should know better than anyone. It's not that I did anything to you. This power has always been the truth you've been suppressing. My authority comes from the Creator, so it naturally returns all things to their true state. Just like when I demonstrated to you before, I made those sacrifices return to their purest state. Now they're just aimless drifters, Mindless, memoryless, poor, lost things wandering without purpose. Surely by now you understand my goal isn't meaningless destruction. The Creator can reshape the natural order and lay bare the truth itself. They see your suffering, your talent, and feel pity for your plight. Perhaps the power you and your sister share is more similar than you think.
Similar. I would have preferred if that sword had chosen me from the start.
What a good brother. But since the sword chose her, perhaps it also reflects the truth she's been suppressing. All the while, the sword is consuming her. One day, it'll eventually turn her into the coldest blade. The Creator is different. Their power doesn't take, it gives. They can restore her true freedom, completely severing the connection between the sword and your sister, freeing her from its chains. And you will also be freed from the nightmare forever.
If it means saving Xiaoguang, I'll help you awaken this creator of yours. What about you? Why are you helping me? Or should I ask, what is your wish in all this?
I've already answered many times. For true peace. An unbreakable, ever-standing order. I still remember every one of the Creator's words of wisdom from when I was young, when I read them for the first time. Man prides himself on his cage, treating it as if it was order. But their laws are like sandcastles, easily washed away by the tide. Their principles like spiderwebs, scattered by the slightest breeze. Their existence like a firefly's, extinguished at the slightest touch. But when the Creator's call resounds, there shall be no more extinction, for the seeds of conflict will be erased. No more decay, for the arrow of time shall be stilled. No more suffering, for the restless heart shall be steadied. When they descend, the tongues of those who quarrel shall be frozen, the arms of sword wielders hung in midair, and the hearts of the greedy turned to crystal. Absolute, eternal, unmovable, all coalesced in that clearness. Look at this world, birth and death, love and hatred, power rising and falling, civilizations waxing and waning. Even without the hollows, chaos and disorder would still fester, like maggots feeding on detritus. I've realized that the Creator is the answer that can end all of this.
The answer, huh? I hope you're right. Now, I've told you the location of the array. When are you going to take the next step?
Soon, just a little longer. That sacrifice, that flawless listener, is guarding this area. The purifying ritual to summon the Creator must go off without a hitch. Power. We need even more power to break through this miserable barrier. I can feel the Creator's decree resonating with my own longing. They are there, somewhere. A grand, cold, flawless will. So close to us.
Hold on a little longer. Just a little longer. Very soon, salvation will come.
No orgulloso. El secreto se sume lentamente en la oscuridad. Con la luz del alba se pasa sobre el territorio del templo Sibian, le da bienvenida un nuevo día y Ning Qiang trae noticias partidas. Ay. Esta mañana he ido al mercado de Porcelumen a preguntar. Ginger, de la tienda de antigüedades, recuerda haber visto a esa mujer de rojo. Le llevó a Ginger un libro antiguo en muy mal estado y dijo que quería restaurarlo. Aún no sé qué aspecto tenía. Ginger dice que estaba en muy mal estado y era un trabajo muy complicado, así que le recomendó que acudiese a un cliente habitual obsesionado con coleccionar libros antiguos, el regateador Piao. Le he pedido su dirección, así que podemos ir a buscarlo y ver si tenemos suerte, pero he oído que últimamente tiene algunos problemas, así que es posible que no esté de muy buen humor. Entonces quiero un bastón. Oh.
Final warning. Everything's in writing. Ownership confirmed. The property must be cleared within 3 days. Tops's new business plans don't wait.
My family's ancestral home, passed down for 3 generations, and now it's yours? Those documents, you fabricated them!
Times have changed. It's all about evidence, not stories. Empty your place within 3 days, or we'll clear it for you. When we clear your place, it won't be gentle. Picture your moldy old books getting crushed by a bulldozer in the landfill. See what becomes of the things you hold dear.
You bunch of bandits!
Uncle Biao? Are you all right?
All right? I'm doing great. 3 days. They expect me to clear out decades of collection in 3 days.
Sorry to bother you at a time like this, but we have a few questions. Do you recall an ancient tome restoration job from the antique shop?
Gone. It's all gone. They were after the collection, and everything's been taken.
Do you remember what kind of content was recorded in that ancient tome?
What did the person who took it look like? Did they mention where they were going?
Enough! Can't you see I've got bigger problems? I don't care where the tome went. My ancestral home, where I kept my entire collection, is about to be demolished. I ain't got no time for your questions. Go away, all of you!
Sorry to bother you. I'm very sorry.
¿Puedo hacer algo? Ok, sí puedo hacer algo. ¿Cómo era que se veía? Oh. Correos no, equipo de expedición. Creo que era aquí, ¿no? Ok, hay algo que quiero verificar que me acabo de dar cuenta y no estoy seguro. Bueno. cargo.
Talk about bad timing. Bargainer Biao's pretty beside himself with anger. Doubt he's in the mood to answer any of our questions.
Wait, what?
Oh, lost at another crossroads in life? What a coincidence running into you here!
Dylan? What are you doing here?
Me? I'm, of course, here handling complaints. TOP's cross-department customer service center at your service, specialized in dealing with the toughest, most unreasonable cases. And besides, if you don't want to miss out on something interesting, you've got to keep an eye out. It's tough working at Krampus. You've got to grab every scrap of credit you can to stay off the bottom of the rankings. You freelancers wouldn't get it. Workplace competition is brutal. Oh, sounds pretty intense. Huh? What's with the long faces? What happened?
Yo también empecé Dylan.
What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue. Give me a moment. Let me think.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
What?
What?
How can she be so casual about this?
Todos se miran sin saber muy bien qué decir. Dylan, que acaba de irse, por enseguida levanta lo que tiene en la mano.
All right, it's done. That Bargainer Biao is quite the interesting fellow. He couldn't possibly bear parting with that one-of-a-kind tome, so instead, he gave Sarah a replica. Turns out his cleverness has made things quite convenient for us.
Pero, ¿cómo has logrado?
Dylan? How did you manage to get that out of him?
Yeah, Dylan. It's like you cast a spell on him or something. How did I do that? Exactly what I did will remain a secret. But look, I've solved this big trouble for you, got you what you wanted, and even managed to save his house in the process. Counting the last time I helped you rescue people in the Hollow, and the time before that with delivering Master Lumen, it's starting to feel like you owe me a lot of favors, don't you think?
You're right. I don't know how we can repay you.
We didn't realize how much we'd been relying on you. How can we repay you?
All right, just scan here to submit a tip. Just kidding. You don't actually think I cash in on a crisis, do you? I'm not that type of person. What I actually want is, whatever you're up to next, no matter how interesting or how much of a pain, count me in.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, it's that simple. You should be grateful it's me playing the Good Samaritan today and not Senior Zhao. Otherwise... Anyway, do we have a deal?
Done deal.
Thank you, Dylan. You're so kind. Already putting me in the kind person category. Thanks for the compliment. No, even if you have other motives, your help before and today is genuine. Right now, we're walking the same path together, and that's good enough for me. Sometimes you seem like an innocent little girl, and other times, feels like you see right through everything. Alright, let's set that aside for now and figure out our next move. Bargainer Biao said this tome is extraordinary. It talks about divine purification and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma and suppress evil spirits. Whether it actually works or not, well, that's another story.
This is a matter of utmost importance. Since we've already got the tome, let's head back to Swabian Temple and discuss it there.
Ok. Ya regresé. Lo siento. Uy, me para hace dos cosas.
Senior Xiaoguan, are you okay? Your expression just now seemed a bit off.
The array that absorbs miasma and suppresses evil spirits. Actually, when my brother and I were kids, we heard bits and pieces from our parents. They seemed to know something about it.
I hadn't really heard Senior Ye mention your parents before.
Yeah. They passed away when we were very young.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up something heavy.
It's alright. When you think about it, how many people in New Eridu don't care? Besides, Mom and Dad were a source of pride for both my brother and me. They both knew a bit of mystic arts, they were free spirits, deeply in love, wandering from place to place in their younger years, seeing the world, enjoying the mountains and rivers. Later, they came to Waifei, witnessed the dangers of the miasma, and couldn't bear to see the workers in the mines suffer. So, they decided to stay and help. With everyone's help, they settled in the residential area near the mines. I was born sometime after that. I was too little to remember much, just a few scattered memories of life back then. But whenever I see the look on my brother's face when he talks about those days, I can tell. They must have been happy. Really, really happy. My brother said that before they passed, they were looking for a better way to suppress the miasma, never expecting that the outbreak 10 years ago would take them so suddenly.
Your parents, did they perish in the miasma outbreak at the old mining site 10 years ago?
Yes. It was chaos back then. I was too young to remember clearly. My brother was badly hurt and unconscious. By the time we finally woke up at the rescue, they were already gone. After that, we just scraped by with whatever help we could get. Kind people like Ban Yue Shifu would check in on us every now and then. Not long after, he entrusted us to the care of Yunquei Summit.
At that time, I heard that Yunquei Summit was taking in orphans. Since I was leading a rootless life, entrusting the important task of caring for 2 children to Yishuan Shifu was the safer choice.
Ban Yue Shifu, did you also know Xiaoguang's parents?
We had just a few brief encounters. Back then, I would sometimes help out a little in the mining area.
I'm deeply grateful for your care, Ban Yue Shifu. Belle, do you remember asking me before whether my brother had been having nightmares? After our parents passed, and before we went to Yunquei Summit, my brother would often have nightmares of our parents being killed by a monstrous figure in the miasma. After we settled at Yunquei Summit, with Shifu and the others by our side, those nightmares gradually subsided.
Could it be that coming back to Waifei has brought those nightmares back?
Such a tragic story. And the chaos that happened all those years ago, the truth is impossible to unravel. It makes sense that your brother is losing sleep. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths.
Huh?
not dwell on the past. It's getting late. We should head back and discuss our next step.
Right, sorry. Talking about my parents always throws me off a little. What matters now is finding my brother. Let's move.
Please.
Oh.
Please. Our two children are still so young.
I wish I could see them grow up. And not leave them all alone.
Please. I'm begging you.
Shifu, aren't we going to follow them? You look like there's something on your mind.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Oh. La existencia trasciende lo mundano al nivel de las deidades o quizás de... Antaño había sabios capaces de comunicarse con lo divino. Observaban los cambios ocurridos en pi celestiales y descubrieron que el miasma pi se acumularía. Pi cuando el pi celestial alcanza su punto álgido. Así pues crearon esta formación para purificar el miasma y restaurar el en el mundo. Una vez preparada la formación, aunque el mal está aún para invocar a deseo y poder núcleo de la formación pip, sacrificio voluntario como llave pipi. Sinceramente aunque dejemos este método así desciende, las consecuencias serán impredecibles. ¿Por qué las cacofonías? ¿Por qué tanto redacted?
Aside from the sections that are too damaged to read, we can confirm now that Sarah and Senior Ye were investigating the array described in the tome. This array is closely tied to the creator that Sarah seeks. Perhaps it's a crucial step for their so-called audience with the creator.
But the array's purpose is to suppress miasma. From what we've seen of the Exaltists, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Xiaoguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything about it?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I could remember more. If only I had talked with my brother more.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I've sensed something off in the depths of the hollow for years now. I've gone searching more than once, but always came back empty-handed. I'll make another trip. Just wait for my word.
Wait. Going in aimlessly right now is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Xiaoguang, among the old mining site survivors, is there anyone you've stayed in touch with over the years?
So you think we should reach out to the people from back then about the array? Makes sense. I was too young to remember, but maybe someone else still does. Maybe I've been deliberately avoiding ties to the past. After joining Yunquei Summit and becoming the Qingming Sword's wielder, my contact with the outside world has become even more limited.
Master, I've located the list of survivors from the old mining site. Most of them have settled in the Siloon Bay area.
Don't worry. Some survivors from the miasma outbreak are now settled in Siloon Bay. They might have some information about the array.
Siloon Bay. I'm pretty familiar with that area. It's crowded and full of all kinds of people. Asking around one by one would take forever. Why don't we split up so we can cover more ground? No time to waste. I'll go on ahead. Join me when you're all set.
Sounds good to me.
¿Cuánto ha cambiado todo? Cuando mi hermano y yo y a mí nos trajeron aquí temporalmente, esto parecía un campamento provisional improvisado. Pero ahora parece más un lugar estable donde vivir. El pasado se desvanece como el polvo. Sí, Ninkian y los demás se han adelantado. ¿No habrán bajado ya? No sé por qué, pero ahora que estoy aquí me siento algo inquieta. ¿Eh? ¿Ese minero de allí no te resulta familiar? No sé qué es algo. Quiero hacer algo. Ya es que te... Ir a meter a fabricar la madera que hay del mundo. Pero, ¿dónde quieres que hagamos ahora mismo? Has llegado muy rápido, 10 minutos antes de lo que esperaba. No me digas que has venido montada en un hati. No pasa nada si no quieres decirlo. Todo el mundo tiene sus secretos, lo entiendo. Ya es tarde, vayamos juntas a la tienda de antigüedades. ¿Ves aquí? Señorita, ¿quiere echar un vistazo a esto? El bambú abre sigilosamente una rendija en la calle de cartón para mostrar lo que hay dentro. Una pieza de porcelana de gran valor conmemorativo, con nada menos que 300 años de historia. Se dice que formó parte de la colección del alcalde de Eridu. Ay, yo no puedo seguir. Luego tiene la cabeza tan agachada que queda prácticamente oculta por su cuello. Observas con atención el jarrón del estilo antiguo cubierto de polvo y con evidentes signos de envejecimiento. ¿Le gustaría comprarlo? ¿Te compré el jarrón? ¿Cuál se ve de dónde lo has sacado? Sí, es el pago que obtuve por mi trabajo de tiempo parcial. Pronto será el cumpleaños de mi amo, por lo que he trabajado durante un mes para ahorrar dinero y comprar un regalo. Sin embargo, cuando llegó el momento de cobrar mi salario, me di cuenta que no había firmado un documento llamado contrato laboral. Al final solo recibí este jarrón como pago. Ay. No te preocupes. Tienes ante ti a una maestra tasadora de antigüedades. Seguro que podré dar un precio justo. Este jarrón, bueno, es un poco tosco, por eso consideramos su antigüedad y cierto valor. Hagamos esto. ¿Qué tal si me lo vendes por mucho dinero, pequeño bambú? ¿De verdad? No tengo buena persona, gracias. Bambú se marchó inquieto, no sin antes darle las gracias repetidamente. En realidad este jarrón es una antigüedad. Comparado con la colección de frascos y vasijas que tengo en la casa, las historias que trae consigo son bastante escasas. A juzgar por los patrones debe de ser algún tipo de imitación más a su fabricación es bastante tosca. Tu basta, publicación sobre esto de fuera poco. Buena idea, podríamos tomarnos ciertas libertades artísticas. Tal como pensaba, basta con dar unas cuantas vueltas por la calle para que la inspiración fluya sin cesar. Listo, Belle. ¿Quieres echar un último vistazo? La voy a enviar ya. O sea, muy bien como advertencia. Espero que vea esta aplicación educa a su bambú para que no se dejen engañar tan fácilmente. Engañar a estas pequeñas criaturas es realmente cruel. Opino igual. Son ustedes, mis salvadores, así que tú eres el que rescatamos. Mucho gusto, mucho mejor, gracias a ti y a tus amigos. Justo estaba pensando en cómo agradecerles cuando han aparecido. No fue nada, solo estuvo lo correcto. Me alegra ver que estás sano y salvo. Aunque hemos venido a molestarte porque queríamos hacerte algunas preguntas que quieres saber. Otro que quieras, si conozco las respuestas, encontré cómo puedo enseñar. Esta la idea es que siempre mi viejo me contó que en los últimos años han venido forasteros de vez en cuando y también hay gente que se ha mudado a los edificios residenciales y se pasa el día merodeando por las profundidades de la mina. Siempre andan preguntando a los veteranos de la mina sobre cosas del pasado, como si estuvieran indagando sobre esa misteriosa formación aceta. O como sea, ha descubierto algo, solo recuerdo un nombre muy amable y una mujer que siempre sonreía, incluso ayudaron a mi viejo con su enfermedad. Eran buenas personas. Una vez dijeron que habían hecho avance de lo que tenían entre manos. Y después fue cuando todo se torció. Probablemente lo que intentaron no funcionó. Si realmente hubiera salido bien, quizás aquella tragedia no habría ocurrido. De existir alguna deidad, nadie habría muerto ni ninguna familia se habría separado. Aparte de la formación acesta, ¿recuerdas algún otro detalle que antes o después del incidente de hace 10 años? El recurso puede ser útil. Según otro detalle, hace poco he recordado algo. La última vez que entré a la cavidad fue solo para ver el lugar donde solía vivir. Y aunque me quedé bloqueado antes de llegar, vi que el interior de la cavidad estaba repleto de unas flores blancas más bonitas. Sí, todos dicen que esas flores blancas son una buena señal porque indican que el miasma está retrocediendo. Ahora que lo pienso, recuerdo haber visto algo similar hace 10 años en los pozos donde trabajaban mis viejos, cuando aún vivíamos en la zona minera. Las áreas del alrededor de las flores blancas también estaban limpias, sin rastros de miasma. En aquel entonces me parecía divertido esconderme junto a esas flores cuando mi viejo me regañaba. Hacía que me sintiera extrañamente tranquilo. No tengo mucho más que contar. Después llegó el brote de miasma y ya no pudimos volver a casa. Pocos sobrevivieron. Algunos se marcharon lejos, otros se mudaron aquí. Y con el paso del tiempo perdimos el contacto. Ahora que lo pienso, qué coincidencia. Aparte de ustedes, en fin, ¿qué más da? Son mis salvadores, así que no tengo por qué avergonzar. Aparte de ustedes, hay otra persona que me ha preguntado por esa formación Z. Un joven me sobornó con una gran suma de dinero y me pidió que no le contara esto a nadie más. Dijo que esta información estaba relacionada con asuntos muy peligrosos y que no podría permitir más personas se ven involucradas. ¿Cómo era? Tenía el pelo castaño, llevaba gafas y vestía el uniforme del pináculo Yunkuy. No era así. Era un hombre alto, delgado, pelo y ropa negro, una especie de aura indescriptible. Hablaba con cortesía y era muy generoso. Si no me hubiera salvado, habría mantenido mi promesa de no decir una sola palabra sobre él. No era mi hermano. Que tu ánimo no decaiga, esta travesía ya ha dado sus frutos. Prosigamos con nuestra búsqueda en otro lugar. Vamos. Eso es importante que entender, por favor, deja de insistir. Ay, no te vayas, amigo. Digo que la oscuridad no nubla tu visión y entre tus cejas persiste una hora solitaria y sombría imposible de disipar. Si no me equivoco, has perdido a un ser querido. Este es un nudo que oprime tu corazón y si no lo desatas, podría traerte una gran desgracia. Por suerte aquí estoy yo. Por solo 5000 eniques, te harás de las tonterías y lárgate. El vidente parece sentirse algo incómodo, pero inmediatamente vuelve a fijarse en el Yuan y se le encontró un objetivo. Jovencita, ven, permíteme leerte el futuro. El precio es negociable. Esta colección ha sido fruto del destino. Eh, oh. Esto es un terrible presagio, un augurio funesto. Las estrellas caen, la luna mengua. Tu destino está plagado de desgracia. Jovencita, me temo que pronto una gran calamidad se cernirá sobre ti. Pasará para superar esta catástrofe. Necesitas. ¿Qué son de eso? Tienes mucho que mejorar como actor. Pero que no se me da bien las producciones. Tengo una maestra experta en la meditación. Khan está en el norte y Lee al sur, pero esa brújula está señalando la dirección equivocada. Y la posición de los símbolos de Dui y Shun tampoco es la correcta. La posición de los símbolos de Dui y Shun tampoco es la correcta. Tenemos otros asuntos que atender, así que nos vamos. Porque últimamente solo me encuentro con huesos duros de roer y expertos. Como ese chico del otro día que me descubrió al instante. Ahora ni siquiera puedo engañar a las jovencitas. Cada vez es más difícil ganarse la vida. Oye, tu rostro no es indescriptible, pero veo una sombra de preocupación entre tus cejas. Permíteme hacer una lectura especialmente para ti. No toques eso. Las manos quietas. Lo conseguiré a toda costa. A toda costa. La maestra siempre dice que soy el peor en la eliminación, que soy demasiado impaciente y que no puedo percibir comprensión. Esta vez quiero creer en mi propio medicinal. Si no recibo noticias y esa criatura maligna aparece, yo haré todo lo que esté en mi mano. ¿Por qué hay tanta gente mirando fijamente al maestro Manju? La gente está volviendo cada vez más extraño. A mí me gustaría seguir buscando a alguien al que mi hermano y yo conociéramos. ¿Por qué no se adelantan ustedes? No se preocupe, volveré pronto. Chunyuan está tan preocupada que aún no se ha dado cuenta que... Estaba preocupada que aún no se ha dado cuenta de que hay algo raro en el ambiente. Está bien. Lo siento. Mira, ese montón de chatarra. Shu debía estar ciega para traerlo de la cavidad y tratarlo como un ser humano. Le dio tanto cariño. Y aún así, mira cómo se lo pagó a Shu. No es de extrañar que dijeran que era una máquina de matar sin corazón. Sí, ni siquiera pasó la prueba del fruto prohibido. Pobre Shu. Mira que rescatar a esa cosa y traerla aquí. Y ahora que ya no está, su único hermano lleva años sin darle vida. Le pasó cometió un error imperdonable. Los hechos son irrefutables. No hay forma de negarlo. El rencor que albergan en sus corazones, ese odio inconmensurable, es el castigo que merezco y lo acepto. Ahora te explicaré con detalle lo ocurrido. para mostrar por qué pasó por ayuda.
Banyo Shifu, about what just happened.
My apologies. My unannounced visit has caused trouble for the people here. Oh, the blame is mine. Please don't let it trouble you. If there are words that can ease even a bit of their pain, then it is a burden I should bear.
I understand. I won't ask further. But if you ever want to talk about it, I'll always be there to listen.
Thank you.
So those white flowers we noticed last time also appeared before the miasma outbreak back then. Xiaoguang's intuition was right. If the white flowers are showing up again, it must be a sign of something. In the array that's been repeatedly mentioned, some of the survivors remember it, so it seems like it really does exist.
Whether Sarah is after the array for good deed for the day or not, we need to visit the old residential area near the mining site.
Agreed.
Xiaoguang, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. If the leads brought us there, then it's time I faced the past.
All right. Once everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
Por favor, en marcha.
I may be slow, but I still have 2 fists to swing.
This weather's perfect for a little exploring.
Mira, alguien porque el tren no me salió.
Master, the route has been mapped. Destination, the old mining site's residential area.
Where the mind dwells, the sword follows. The next line of the sword control mantra is reflecting the void, right? No, it should be enlightenment within. Oh, where the mind dwells, the sword follows. Enlightenment within, awakening Qingming.
Oh, finally got it right. Looks like our Xiaoguang is a bit off her game today. Did you do something bad last night and ended up whispering the spell to your pillow in your sleep?
The next part should be stellar circulation? No, wait, it's... Huh? That's strange.
Xiaoguang, you don't look so well. Maybe we should take a break.
No need. I just got a little distracted. Maybe it's because I'm walking this familiar yet strange road again. My mind just can't quite keep up.
Are you sure you're all right? We can take a short break. There's no need to hurry.
The secrets hidden in that place aren't going anywhere. If you're not feeling well today, we can go another day.
I'm okay, really. Stellar circulation. Qingming leads the way. See? I just got distracted earlier. Let's keep moving.
We're getting close. There appears to be a barricade ahead.
Path's blocked again? Now I kinda understand those customer complaints that keep holding up the line.
What?
Looks like we gotta clear these miasma tumors and find a minecart like last time.
There's a control panel over there. Now we can head back and try operating the minecart. Hard to believe it still works after all these years.
It seems that the workers put a lot of heart into making these machines.
There's another one here.
Alrighty, now we're finally on track to blow up! Xiaoguang, why so quiet?
Belle, the other side of the bridge is where the residential area used to be.
This bridge leads to where Xiaoguang used to live.
This bridge. When we were kids, my brother loved bringing me to the middle of it to play. He said the view of the river was clearest from there. We'd always compete. Whether that was who could throw a stone farthest or make a bigger splash. He always let me win. Back then, the bridge felt so long, like it went on forever, and it would never end. And on that day, 10 years ago, all I remember is it was dark and noisy. Screams and the sounds of things collapsing. And that suffocating feeling. Like I couldn't breathe or move at all. There was a figure. Tall and steady. Holding me and my brother. It felt safe and reassuring. But also cold. The figure ran swiftly across the bridge, carrying us. I remember the bridge rushing by beneath us, the wind in my ears, and the sound of his heavy footsteps.
Ay, Dios mío, la alergia y...
That figure was the one who saved you in senior year, right? Do you still remember who it was?
No, I don't. But that was when I realized, in moments of danger, being saved, even in a slightly cold embrace, can bring such deep comfort.
Is that so?
Let's keep going. We'll cross this bridge with you, together, to the other side. It's easy to hang up on annoying complaint calls, but echoes in your head? Not so simple to quiet down. I heard an unusual echo.
Okay, ya.
Easy to hang up on annoying
Those floating boulders. I feel like I've seen them before. They must have some special use.
Wish we'd fall someday and put an end to every creature that gets in our way. Hello, hi, faithful companions. Here I come. Showtime. Hope's not over yet.
There are even more of those white flowers. The further we go, the more there are.
Don't worry. Got one for the place. Got a team for a chat. Unexpected call.
Don't push yourself, darling.
Those stone lion statues over there, they're completely different from how I remember them. This place used to be so lively.
Time truly is relentless. Just 10 years, and the statues over there have already eroded so much. The wind whistling through these empty windows almost sounds like weeping.
It feels so empty and desolate.
I want to take a look around on my own for a bit.
That's probably for the best. Everyone should take a look around. Bonnier, I heard you used to come here to help out. Why are you so quiet now that you've returned? Bonnier?
Ever since we've entered this area, Shifu has been unusually quiet. Perhaps he sensed something.
Here, take these. They're homemade dried persimmons. Really sweet.
Whoa, Mom! I can't see it, but he's not even sure if he can eat them.
Oh, think. See that? I told you he can understand us.
Thanks a lot, big guy. Because you helped clear the collapsed tunnel, the kids can all go home for dinner.
Here, this is for you.
I don't know where you come from, and this old lady can't even see what you look like. This suit of armor feels awfully cold to the touch, but I know there's a warm heart beneath it all.
Are you able to tell us what we should call you?
You're now connected with the gold spike.
Aquí ya prácticamente no quedan seres etéreos. Creo que voy a dar una vuelta y yo sola a ver si encuentro algo. ¿No puedo encontrar algo? Vale. Pero debemos tener cuidado. Esa escalera que has mencionado, por la que el creador descenderá, según dices, no cualquiera puede inventarla, ¿no? ¡Esa silueta! ¡Hermano! ¡Es él! Ah, por supuesto. Son aquellos devotos dedicados a él en cuerpo y alma que únicamente se aferran a su voluntad. Pueden percibir su presencia e invocarlo. Te estás yendo por las ramas. ¿Acaso no confías lo suficiente en mí? Te ha ayudado a localizar la formación AZ en esta zona, así que deberías compartir conmigo información más concreta. Ya lo he dicho. Cuando el creador descienda, solo yo podré determinar el lugar en el que tendrá lugar su llegada. Es un honorable propósito y también un límite infranqueable. Tú solo tienes que seguir mis pasos. Miren a ellos. Incluso si intentaran seguirnos como ratas en un intento por observar lo que hacemos, será en vano. Si sigues avanzando, no podrás ocultar ese lado de ti por más tiempo. Es hora de que te enfrentes a tu verdadero yo, Shi Yuan. Recuerda, todo tiene un precio. Lo que atesoras, lo que proteges, lo que temes perder. Quizás todo ello pueda convertirse en el sustento del nuevo orden. Termina aquí.
That was a vision of my brother and Sarah.
This has happened before. Something in me seems to trigger a reaction from the miasma, recreating these scenes from the past. But I'm not sure how it works or how accurate they are. If that is a recreation of the past, judging by where the visions appeared and what they said, the array is most likely somewhere beyond this door.
The way my brother spoke, and that feeling of briefly touching the past, what we saw must have been a glimpse of something that really happened. And the things he said, I know my brother better than anyone. He only speaks that way when he's calmly planning something in his head. There's no concrete evidence yet, but I think we can at least rule out the worst case scenario. My brother must have had other motives, just like we suspected. Will you trust me on this?
I trust your judgment, Xiaoguang. And I trust Senior Ye too. If we keep following their trail, I'm sure we'll figure out why he hasn't sent word back yet.
Yeah. They went through this door.
Huh. It seems to be locked.
How do you open it again? Back then, one of the neighborhood uncles set up a secret lock to keep the kids out. But later, some of the older kids overheard the password.
Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
I thought that after so many years, and with all the chaos back then, I wouldn't remember much. Yet the moment I got here, some memories just came back on their own. If we walk a bit further back and go upstairs, there should be a platform. Dad would sometimes sit there, and I'd run over, cling to his back, and ask him to tell me stories. He said every star was once an extinguished miner's lamp, and that the lumite ore mined from the tunnels was made from stars dreaming and falling to the earth. I later realized he feared the miners who died in the miasma would be forgotten. Just like now, how I'm afraid of forgetting his voice. We know now that my brother and Sarah went beyond this door, but I don't want to break it or anything around it unless it's absolutely necessary. Why don't you check out the other places first? Let me think a bit. Maybe I'll remember. When we regroup, if I still can't remember how to open it, then we can consider the other ways to get through. Okay?
All right, I'll check other places first. Stay safe and don't push yourself too hard.
En teoría en pose durísima, pues. ¡Ah, ya basta!
Ugh, it's so quiet here. It's giving me the creeps. Dylan.
Quiet. I suppose so. But in a place where people struggle just to get by, quiet can mean something else. Either too hungry to speak, or holding their breath to what's happening outside. If it weren't swallowed by the hollow, even an abandoned place like this would still have some signs of life. The scurrying of mice inside the walls, the drip of leaking pipes, and the wind whistling through the broken window cracks. Under what circumstances would a person feel thankful toward their killer?
Thankful? Towards their killer? That's pretty heavy. Why ask something like that all of a sudden? Did you hear something again?
I asked first. Aren't you going to answer my question?
Thanking their killer. Maybe it's for a sense of release? Like when someone's trapped in despair and suffering. Or perhaps it marks the end of revenge, making the killer live on with that guilt. That's a punishment harsher than death. There's another possibility. Sometimes, only by dying yourself can the person you care about most keep on living.
Only by dying yourself can the one you care about most keep on living?
moving forward with a broken vessel. You still have an easier, happier.
Ay, Dios mío.
No more shadow. It's you.
Banyu Shifu, what's wrong?
I think I just heard a strange, eerie voice.
Is it that weird voice Dylan mentioned before? If it's back again, is something off here?
Yes, I can sense extremely strong miasma behind these walls. That voice creeps in quietly and clouds the mind. It would be best to keep your guard up. I've also noticed something peculiar. The miasma is thick here, but when we approach the field of white flowers, it seems as if the corruption dissipates.
Now that you mention it, I have the same feeling. So the miasma thinning out like an ebbing tide isn't as natural as it looks. It's like the white flowers are guiding the miasma to collect in one direction. Strange white flowers? Weird voices? Something's definitely off in this hollow. Xiaoguang and I even saw visions near the door of Sarah and Senior Ye heading deeper inside. If our guess is right, the array they were looking for should be in that same direction.
In that case, it's too dangerous to just rush in blindly. Let's wait for everyone to finish investigating, then regroup before deciding our next move.
Let's return to the central area up ahead and regroup with everyone.
What? Hay una bicha volante.
Why are there sacrifices here? I've never seen ones like these. Could it be Sarah's doing?
This one bears a strange aura. It feels off.
Why does it feel like it's focused on Darlin and Banyu Shifu? This gross feeling like I'm being watched. It's all too familiar. The miasma here is so intense.
Such a vicious aura. Navigate. That attack's dangerous. Don't rush in. Find a way to counter it.
Look, save your lessons for your obedient little students.
The miasma's getting thicker. Be careful.
Enough sneaking around! Show yourself!
Don't forget, once she stop makes more devastating than the lie.
up and pack your stuff. What's there to be so sentimental about in this dump? It's all gonna be swallowed by the...
What's the rush? Didn't city management say they've hired some powerful medium? They said we just need to draw a lot and it'll all be fine.
Let's go. Time to draw lots. Fong, where's that little tag-along of yours?
Auntie Fong.
It's me. Why are you hiding here? You haven't eaten, have you? Everyone's gone ahead already. We should go too once you've eaten something.
Those people were just talking about...
Ah, don't be scared. That drawing lots thing is just for show. Nothing's going to happen to you, Dylan.
Evacuate? Nonsense. If we just choose one person, use them as a shell, each person values their own life. That's precisely why we are drawing lots to decide. All right? Fair and square. Everybody's happy. The heavens have already. It is you, unlucky girl.
Don't be sad, Auntie Fong. I'm okay.
I just wanted to live! Why?
This is the end. It's too late now.
It is you, unlucky girl.
Don't be sad, Auntie Fong. I
just wanted to live!
That trick. Who knows how many...
Evacuated. Why did I ever believe that crap? Those scamming bastards! And that old grudge who made us draw lots. They'll pay for this.
draw lots. Scam, Auntie Fong! No, I have to think. Figure out a way to get out of the hollow. I must warn her.
Over here! This way!
Follow these voices. I have to tell Auntie Fong that medium and those people from the outside, they're lying.
How could this happen? Where's that witch? Where?
Didn't you say if that kid drew the lot, everything was gonna be fine? Oh, it was your idea. What do you...
I thought I'd found someone to die in our stead. But who could have known?
Dylan! 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 I'm fine. I fell into their trap. I got careless.
Dylan, Banyue Shifu, are you alright?
After that sacrifice disappeared, you both just froze in place. No matter how we tried to get your attention, you wouldn't respond. We were really worried.
Was that voice back again?
Yes.
What did it say?
Just alluring whispers meant to worm into my mind, trying to tempt me into giving away my power.
Huh. Could it mean the creator's call? But why is the voice only target? You guys really haven't heard anything since we entered this area?
A voice like my own? No, I haven't heard anything like that. But when you two froze, the Qingming sword, the case was sealed by Shifu herself. This is the first time I've seen it react like that.
That's even more interesting. Seems something else in this hollow has had its eye on us while we've been searching for the array in Yashuyan. Who knows why it's here, but whatever it is, chances are it's not some merciful deity. Anything that messes with our minds like that isn't here to save anyone.
There's an unknown presence lurking in this hollow. Even someone as strong as Banyue Shifu got caught by it. This isn't the time for me to be reckless. With so much at stake, and for everyone's safety, we should report back to Yunquei Summit before proceeding further. Shifu and the elders know Lumnian Hollow better than anyone. Someone may know what's behind all this.
Xiaoguang's got a point. Plus, the miasma is really thick behind the barrier, and that weird voice could come back any time. We'd better get out of here.
I agree. Having that voice keep crawling into my head, starting to get on my nerves. Banyu Shifu? Well, what do you think?
Ay, Dios mío, voy a ver cuando el juego me dice
you're
que aquí
Ye
puedo parar.
the one who inherited the Qingming sword at a young age. I've heard that your talent really stands out among the younger generation of Yunquei Summit, and that you might even be the most likely to become a void hunter.
That's more praise than I deserve. Everyone, it was my recklessness that kept me from realizing how serious the situation was. I shouldn't have kept things from you. I owe all of you a sincere apology.
Sorry, everyone. I wanted to wait until we had some leads on Senior Ye's whereabouts before telling the truth. I never thought we'd come across something like that weird miasma fluctuation.
After our trip to the Hollow, I understand just how serious the situation really is now. It concerns the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula, so I can't hide things anymore. But please, believe me. I don't have any solid proof yet, but my brother, he must have his reasons for staying with Sarah. There's no way he betrayed Yunquei Summit. We grew up together. No one knows him better than I do. He's honorable and loyal. He would never abandon his morals or hurt others for selfish gain.
Xiaoguang, Junior, we understand how you feel. We all know what kind of person Senior Ye is. We've already contacted Yishuan Shifu. She's tied up with some other important matters at the moment, but she'll head here as soon as she can. Until then, the decision rests with her.
Thank you for your trust. There's no need to be so formal. Just call me Xiaoguang like before. And please, help us get to the bottom of the abnormal miasma fluctuation before Shifu arrives.
Of course, we'll do everything we can. But Xiaoguang, for now, you should remain here at Suiban Temple. Junior Bell, please stay with her.
Huh?
Yishuan Shifu specifically requested that you not take part in the investigation under any circumstances.
What? But...
I'm sorry. We'll head out and start investigating with the other mystics at first light tomorrow. You just wait here for our return, all right?
It's always like this.
Estaba preocupada. Estaba preocupada por mi seguridad, lo entiendo, lo entendí desde el principio. La maestra es muy sincera conmigo. Perdón. Por mucho que la maestra creara el sello de la funda con sus propias manos, se preocupa de todo momento. Le preocupa que el poder de la espada Qingming pierda el control. Le preocupa que mi destino sea el mismo que el del gran preceptora Yang. Pero quedarme de brazos cruzados mientras veo cómo todos corren. Peligro para protegerme de una situación realmente... ¿A qué viene esa cara tan larga? Eso no es la Yishuan que conozco. La Xingyuan que yo conozco es capaz de afrontar con calma cualquier situación, ¿no es así? Hermana Xingyuan, te noto muy tensa. Después de todo por lo que has pasado hoy, lo que más te hace falta ahora es descansar bien y recuperarte. Siento. He vuelto a hacer que todo se preocupe por mí. Hoy debería descansar bien. Ok, ya. Ahora sí, ya. Bueno, vamos a parar aquí porque creo que ya van a ser las 4 de la mañana y tengo que irme a descansar. Gente, si les gustó este en vivo, por favor no olviden dejarme un like, un me gusta, si saber que es un excelente trabajo. Por favor, comparte y suscríbete al canal, eso me ayudará por eso mejor avanzar y demás. Si tiene algún tipo de comentario, opinión o demás, puedes dejar acá en los comentarios. Yo estaré al tanto. Por mi parte, eso es todo por la noche de hoy y nos vemos en un próximo directo. Hasta luego.